find her snobbish. She is damn annoying. Don't really like her videos. Born with a silver spoon. Eyes, nah, small. Hi guys, Annette here and welcome to another episode of Glowing Up. So normally I film by myself, especially if I don't have a guest with me. But today I have people behind the camera. And it's because the team put together some hate comments for me to read. I can't do this alone because number one, I wasn't about to scour my social media and the general internet to find hate comments about myself. And also, I just need some moral support. Thanks, Dom. So anyways, I wanted to do this video because I was at this YouTube creators event the other day. Quite a few creators were talking about hate comments and I just wanted to share a little bit more about how I deal with it. But before I get into that, I thought I'll actually read some hate comments. So let's get started. This Annette, so only, but managed to suddenly become more famous, lol. Not even an actress or model. Is this a compliment? Because I would assume you're talking about my looks, right? I know I'm not the prettiest person out there, it's okay. But yeah, I mean, I guess if I manage to find a bit of success on my own without some looks, I guess that's a good thing. Thank you. Oh wow, this hate comments thing is starting out great. Oh, then this person replies to the previous comment. It pays to know the right people. Are you also saying that I'm well connected? So thank you. Why are these hate comments all being nice? Annoying star should just STFU or stay on YouTube. Okay, I would assume they're calling me a female dog. That's okay. That's not too bad, I would say. I can be annoying, but I will not STFU because if you don't want to listen to me, you can just KNN. She's spamming both channel 5 and 8. Cannot escape her irritating high-pitched voice. Si bei sing. I'm so sorry that you cannot escape me. Hopefully, by now you have escaped me, okay? How about you try this? If my voice comes up on channel 5 or channel 8 and you're watching, then you switch channel. Or you just mute. Right? Do you think that's good advice? I hope so. Don't really like her videos. It's all about imitating different types of accents from different countries. Do it a few times and it's still funny, but overdo it becomes boring. I appreciate your opinion, but I'm sure there are people who don't find me boring. So you can find me boring, it's fine. Eyes, nah, small. Okay, my eyes are very small, okay? I understand. I was born this way. I try my best, okay? Okay, I open my eyes bigger. Do you need help? Yeah. Then my nah small. I mean, why does that matter to you? I'm not showing it to you. She looks okay with her spectacles, but when she removes it, tao BKY liao. How come? What's BKY? I'm gonna Google it. Why Berkeley Resources Limited? Should I? Okay, I write Singapore. BKY meaning Singapore.
One eternity later.
Oh! It means 不可以. So he's trying to say that when I remove my spectacles, I 不可以了. So it's okay. I mean, if I really 不可以, then 不可以咯. 你要我怎么办? This crazy woman go JB Custom, thanks Malaysians or something, right? Huh? I mean, I drove up to Malaysia before, but I don't think I really went to JB before, you know. Fun fact, I've never been to JB. So I don't know, if you met a crazy person at JB, I promise you it's not me. She reminds me a lot of Sharon Au, both overexposed and annoying. I like Sharon Au a lot. She is damn annoying, boycotting every ad she's in. Okay. Okay, you're allowed to do that. Someone says, saw her at IMM before. Never smile back when we smile at her. I might not have seen you! I feel as if there were instances once or twice, not at IMM, but at random places, where someone 10 meters away smiles, and then I get chua tio for a moment, you know. I literally do this. And I'm not sure if you're smiling at me, or if you're smiling at your friend that's standing behind me, you know. And so there are a couple times where I just briefly smile a bit, and I don't know if maybe it's too late. Maybe it's too late already, okay?
If you want to come say hi next time, please come up to me within a 2 meters distance, okay? It has to be 2 meters. Anything more than that, I will not be able to know if you're smiling at me or your friend behind me, okay? 2 meters, and to be safe, just say hi to me. I promise you, I will say hi back to you.
The only reason is if I cannot talk to you long enough because I'm rushing somewhere, but I'll always say hi back to you, okay? You just try the next time around if you see me at IMM. Someone replied, to this same comment. Does she know you? Why should she smile back at creepy strangers? Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, I didn't think about that, but it's true. If you truly did smile at me like this, like maybe from a corner of a room, then yeah, I wouldn't have smiled back at you. Thank you to Glorfindel for standing up for me. Your eyes are very far apart. Are they? I don't think they're very far apart. Usually I get the small comment. So maybe this isn't too bad. Maybe this person thinks my eyes are big. Because if not, they will say that my eyes are small and far apart. So thank you. This is probably the only comment from TikTok. I'll give you the gist of the type of hate comments that you get there. Dr. I guess you'll have to bleep that. And he says, she's super racist. Please back up your claim. So this is the video where Chantel is counting her wedding ang paos, her wedding red packets. You know, I have this character called Chantel, and she's basically satire, but so many people always think she's a real person, and they will just start hating on her like she's a real person. Future weddings. So she plans to marry more than twice. Being such a host, no one will attend your second wedding. Yes, that's the point, that's a joke. That's precisely the joke, that you did not see it coming, you know. She said, I'm not inviting them to my future weddings. Then you take a moment to, AOTD, hate comment. Annette trying to be the main character in this show, is it? Okay, so right, I'm very aware that when contrasted with Annette, I feel like I'm a bit more out there, but I'm actually not the most out there person. Sorry, I need to burp a bit. All this hate is terrible for my digestion. Next, on Reddit, she seems to have a temper which shows on some of her shows. Is it because, you know, sometimes my YouTube videos, right? And sometimes I get riled up or like excited. Then I put the fire VFX, then I look like I have a temper. But you do know that I edited it in myself, right? Nothing about her interests me, to be honest. She's not funny or pretty, born with a silver spoon. How was I born with a silver spoon? You see, even the birds are angry. I don't know if you can hear them.
I grew up in HDB my entire freaking life, and my dad did the best that he could to help me live as normal-ish a childhood as I possibly could. So don't you say that, you don't know anything about me.
Marry her first boyfriend, who's also rich, seems stuck up, doesn't seem to have many accurate/relatable opinions, and pretentious as First of all, I have very accurate and relatable opinions, okay? Have you seen my relatable videos? Very little real life experience. Why do you think I have no real life experience? Who is this person? Ruki Ahayashi somehow is able to leave a comment talking about how well they know me.
You don't know anything about my life experience. Everything that I've shared online is literally just 1% of everything I've been through. There are a lot of things I've been through that I just wish not to talk about, okay? And that doesn't mean that I haven't been through anything.
Someone replied to Ruki and said, yeah, I thought she's really not good looking with small eyes.
Enough with my small eyes, please. Okay? I didn't ask for this. I was born this way.
Don't know why they always rave about her and Benjamin King.
Don't bring Ben into this also. Okay, next.
Used to work where she and her partner bought their engagement rings. She was always glaring at us staffs. So, the plural of staff is staff. Sorry, I'm a grammar Nazi, okay? So that one you can give it to me. If I look like I'm a grammar Nazi, I am. But I always just control. But now because you leave me hate comments, so I will just give back hate comment to you. Anyway, never been friendly. Always seemed quite demanding. On screen and in real life personality is completely different. Actually, I didn't even buy an engagement ring. Ralph proposed to me with his grandma's heirloom ring. And then his mom said, just buy her a proper engagement ring also. And then so he bought it with her. But now I think about it also, right? I got engaged in 2016? No one really even knew me back then. So if you somehow knew me all the way back then you must have been an OG, you know. Thanks for being there from the beginning. But obviously you weren't there because this is a fake story.
I feel people need to stop making up fake stories, you know. I've had this other situation before where someone else also made up a story about me online. Maybe that's the temper that the person is talking about. But am I not allowed to get angry? If someone made up a fake story about you, will you not get angry as well?
So this is one of the comments on a Reddit thread where someone posted my web series for Asian Billionaires. And this person says, I watched it a couple of days ago because I thought there might have been some promise, but I felt that it was more cringe than funny. I appreciate this because I love constructive feedback, especially when it comes to my work. And I want to know how I can do it better because I am working on a screenplay right now for a new show, and if you can explain to me, Verantane, why you think it was more cringe than funny, I would love to hear your thoughts. Somebody replied this person and says, an Angmo here. I watched it and liked a lot of it, a lot of subtleties in the humour. Episode 2 was my favourite. Oh, thank you. So you see, there are people who actually enjoy the show, and I appreciate that. And at the end of the day, That was my first web series ever, okay? So cut me some slack. I also want to improve. I want to make the next thing that I make even better. And to be fair, I'm alright sometimes if people say my comedy work is cringe. Because the thing about comedy is that different people have different senses of humor. And if something doesn't really vibe with you, you think it's cringe. I find her snobbish. I think everyone out there is allowed to find other people snobbish, but you gotta give your explanation, okay? Can you explain to me why you think so? I'm inviting you. Come and meet me in person. I have events every now and then actually that are public. So you can come, say hi, and you realize that I'm actually very chill, okay? So how I personally deal with hate comments sometimes. The first one actually is to just try my best not to read them. The next way is I actually just try to feel the anger and hurt in that moment, right? And then feel it to the max and then just let it go. When I allow myself to feel the full emotion, it allows me to let it go a lot easier. And the next thing is I try to remind myself, right, that these people really don't know me. They're anonymous on the internet. I've never met them in their life. It's crazy how they can talk like they actually know my whole life when they've literally never met me before, right? And so I just remind myself that these are strangers and their words aren't going to define me. So I'm just going to talk a little bit more about why I made this video and why I think maybe it's important. The truth is everybody has haters in their life. Mine just comes out more publicly because I'm a public figure. You, in your private life, you also have haters. They just hide a bit better. And I'm sure this is something many people have gone through. There will be, let's say I was in girls' school, someone will say something, and then one of my really good friends will pass that message on to me and say that person said that. And I think learning how to manage haters and bullies in your life is so important. I feel like this is something that for many of us, when we grow up, our parents don't really equip us with the right tools to stand up to our bullies. Growing up, I never really voiced out a lot of all these experiences that I had with bullies. I just always kept it to myself. And when I was growing up, when my sister would bully me, then I just cry and cry and cry. Then okay, eventually when I got older, then okay, I learned to stand up a bit for myself. But throughout that whole period of time also, in school, there'll be people who bully you also, and you have haters also. And you just don't do anything. And I feel the turning point for me was really when I started, my full-time job. And there were situations like that where you feel like you have bullies and haters around you, right? And bit by bit, I just took one small step to stand up for myself. One time where I feel as if someone said something that wronged me, but I just kept quiet and I didn't say anything. And I think that was the turning point for me because I just felt, gosh, Annette, you're so old. Your whole life, when people wrong you or anything, you just feel sad or feel bad, or you just, bow your head and like, oh, okay, I mean, what can I do about it? And so the next time around, something like this happened, right? I just actually stood up for myself and I felt a lot better. And step by step, right, as you get more and more courage to stand up for yourself, you realize that actually people won't hate you so much and people won't bully you so much because you prove that you're not here to be a pushover. And I think that's something really important that everyone should learn, even if they were not taught that properly as they were growing up. Like, everyone deserves to have courage. And I hope that you will all try to learn it in your own ways. And seriously, I think it was really during that period where I got very close to my sister also because, I know how to bicker back with her already, right? Yes, so I would like to end off with this quote that says, "True freedom is being okay with being misunderstood." And I find that so true. I think that was something I took a while to learn also, which is that really you can't please everyone. And for the people who don't like you and you feel that they've misunderstood you, you feel that whatever impression they have of you is not who you truly are, you just gotta be okay with that. Because if you are so caught up with what these people think of you, and if you're so obsessed or brought down by what they think, you'll never be free. You'll be shackled and slaved to these people's opinions. And why do you want to do that to yourself? Alright, so we've come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for sitting all the way through this. I hope it was helpful for you, especially if you're someone who has haters or bullies in your life. And if you enjoyed it, do hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!